What's going on, family? It's your boy Elian, and by now you already know. Had to bring you back another banger. Now this, I just had to put some, 6'2" Demi God gameplay in the back for y'all, man. It's a little bit different than the 6'9". Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole reason why I'm making this video started with this 6'2" build. Like I just honestly started playing with it again yesterday. Chicken wing, you know that, man. You already know what I do. But anyway, I just started playing with it again yesterday. I just was just my career. This game gets a little bit repetitive and boring sometimes. So I was playing with my 5'9" ISO. If y'all don't know about that, go check out the videos. But I was like, yo, let me just go with my 6 chicken wing. My gosh, I see that, man. But I'm like, yo, let me just go with my 6'2" and just try to see if I can have some fun to play a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? And I clicked on the 6'2" and I thought to myself, like, wow, I looked at the day. It's been months since I played with this build, and I couldn't remember. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I couldn't remember the last time I played with that build. And then while I was thinking about that, I started thinking about, my God, yo, when was the last time I played trampoline on 2K besides that Kia event? It was crazy to me because it's not a lot, really. You think about it, trampoline on 2K, but nobody plays that. I mean, unless you're like, you're really not good at the game. Nobody really played that, right? I don't even know if that's even in the game still. But it was just all coming back to me. Starting with this 6'2" build that I picked, and that's what I mean. I spent a lot of time on 2K. But from there, right, I'm thinking about trampoline. I'm like, yo, last time I probably played that was probably 2K18, maybe 2K19. I don't remember. And the funny thing is, we never remember, or we never know when it's the last time we're doing something, or when is the last time we're gonna, like, when is the final time I'm actually doing something, you know what I'm saying? And that was just shocking to me. It was like a revelation of some sort. Like, you sit down, you think, when was the last time, like, you was chicken with, my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm telling y'all this, but this gameplay is crazy. But you think, like, when was the last time you was at the playground and you was at the park with your friends, you know what I'm saying? And it just gets deeper and deeper into that. I'm not, everybody got their own thing, but you think about that, and it's like, yeah, that's absolutely crazy. You don't really know when the last time is when you're doing something. Chicken wing, my gosh, do I miss? I barely. No, I'm not even gonna lie, yo. Sometimes too, y'all got a game for y'all. Where, anyways, I don't want to digress on what I'm saying, but you think about it, and it's like, yo, you never know when it's the last time you're doing something. You never know when it's the last time. This is it. This is the final. You're never gonna do this again in this life. I maybe potentially do it again. Who knows? But when it's the last time, and you don't know that's the case. If you get what I'm saying, like, you truly don't know, and that just made me wanna, just made me want to be more grateful about stuff. Take things for less granted. Like, even this game, like, I was thinking to myself, like, my chicken wing, oh my gosh, bro. But anyway, I was thinking to myself, like, when there's gonna be a last time I play this trash game. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a last time where, and there's a positive to that, right? Because chicken wing, my gosh. Anyways, there's a positive to that. So it's basically like, you think about it, nothing lasts forever. So that goes both ways, nothing good and nothing bad, right? So though this game is not, my favorite, I have tons of complaint about this game. You know what I'm saying? 5 for 5 from 3 is crazy, but I still take the time, and I still, feel grateful, and I don't know, I'm just happy that I could play it every day. You know what I mean? I don't know when that last time is gonna be. Hopefully it's when 2K26 come out, and 2K26 is a much better game. The RNG is fixed, the passing is fixed, the stealing is fixed. The shooting is fixed, the layup is fixed, the dunking. When the game is actually in a playable state, I'm hoping that's when I stop playing this, which is soon, I'm hoping, right? But the point that I'm making is there's a last time to everything. Last time that you do any and everything in life. And I think, especially with things that I've been through, is just taking the time to be more appreciative of that lets you enjoy not just this game, right, but life more. You're able to be more grateful. You're able to, small things ends up being big things, you know what I mean? And as crazy as that sound, those small things is what ends up being big things. So, each individual have their own, what we would view as small things, and to them is big things, right? Like, it's extreme. Chicken wing, I don't miss, but it's extreme to the point where, like, I have a friend and, her dad passed, and the situation was so crazy because, how I took it was because I think about my dad, and if I was in a predicament like that, how I would feel. And she felt completely different, to her. She said she never really had a relationship with him, and she was very indifferent to the situation. So that's just to say something that's big to one person might not be as big to the next, right? But we all have our own things, and no matter what it is, we gotta be appreciative of those things, because that time where those things is no longer there. Yeah, there's times it's no longer there. We barely even notice, right? Like going to the playground. I'm sure you don't remember the last time you went to the playground, or even cared for the last time you went to the playground. But it's all those little things that adds up being big things. You know what I mean? Like, for me, when I was in the playground, that's the time I was with my friends. That's the time I was, hanging out. That's the time I was socializing and interacting every day with people. You know what I'm saying? And though the playground itself is kind of small right now, I don't go to the playground. I don't have time to, go outside and just play and relax. Nah, most of my playtime and what I do comes in this game. I'm dedicated to this. You know what I mean? I'm passionate about this, and that's my point. Now, things that we tend to do as we get older is, we try to spend more things that we have to do, right? Of course, we have that, and the things that we're passionate about. And, I think spending more time and understanding, like, the times that you do spend, whether you like the game or don't like the game, or whether you don't like your job, whatever it is, the fact that you go to it represents something. Maybe something small, maybe something big, but there's gonna be a last time for that something. All right, there's a last time. You don't know it, I don't know it, you know what I mean? Maybe God knows it, but we don't, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're God, you don't know that, you don't know it. So my point is, be appreciative. Be appreciative of the small things, be appreciative of the things that you consider big things and other people don't consider big things. Be appreciative of the things that other people consider small things that you don't see as big things and they consider big things. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, I'm not gonna keep going. Y'all see exactly what I'm trying to say. It's all about the positivity. This community, it's, you know what I mean? Brute made a video where they don't have comp in 2K League, you know what I mean? And I think there's a reason for that. I think that positivity and just the gratefulness and appreciation goes a long way. But anyway, drop a like, drop a sub for more gameplay, and y'all have a blessed one. You too.